And Chasen Cole of the Bleacher Report says Brady is not happy. Here's the quote. Tom Brady had a very emotional reaction to what happened yesterday. He was not happy with this move. There's usually a very special bond that you have between offensive linemen and quarterbacks. Brady initially was very upset about this. We'll see how he reacts going forward. He usually finds his calm after a day or two. Cole also reporting the Patriots wanted Logan Mankins to take a $2.5 million pay cut as far back as February. Mankins refused. Shannon, you're on the team from a perch. How would you react if you're on the Patriots?
I'm a little surprised because I think he's their best offensive lineman. But I trust Bill Belichick wholeheartedly. Bill Belichick has won 3 Super Bowls.
Okay.
He's been to 2 others. Anytime a coach of his magnitude makes a move like this, I believe he's doing it for the betterment of the team. I'll give you an example. Mike Shanahan tried to trade me twice after I went to 7 straight Pro Bowls, 4 first-team All-Pro, and won 2 Super Bowls because he felt that he could make the team better. And I thought about it. You saying to me that you can make your team better by replacing me. And that's what Bill Belichick said. Clearly, Bill Belichick and Mr. Kraft don't care what Tom Brady thinks because Lawyer Malloy, Richard Seymour, Ty Law, Willie McGinnis, I'm running there is no sentimentality when it comes to the New England Patriots. Hey, this ain't a Lifetime Achievement Award over here, bro. You want that, you go to the Oscars or the Grammys. Yep. We do production every day. Update your resume. People hear me say it all the time. Update your resume every single day. The New England Patriots, they run an operation that says, okay, you can help us win. How long can you help us win? Yep. When we feel we can bring someone in better that can replace you at a cheaper cost but gives us the same production, you got to go. And I've gone, have my run-ins with Coach Belichick, but there's one thing you can't deny. He's a heck of a football coach. And I would, if I was on that team, although I would be disappointed that one of my fellow teammates is no longer there, Coach Belichick trying to get us to win, trying to win championships. Right. And he did this. He felt this is the best move for the team. I'm riding with him. I ride with Bill Belichick.
Shannon Sharpe had run-ins with Bill Belichick?
Shocking. What kind?
Well, I just voiced my displeasure on how he handled certain situations. Okay. Not run-ins, but off the field, if you meet Coach Belichick away from the game of football, just sitting around talking, he's a different guy.
He's a different guy. This is a cold-blooded and great organization that they run.
Absolutely.
And most great ones are pretty cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded, yeah. Right? Apropos.
I am with you on the heart of your opinion because I have already been on record on this show that New England will win the AFC and get to the Super Bowl. And when I first heard this, I couldn't come to grips with it. And I must tell you, even as I sit here right now, as much as in Belichick I trust, I'm a little nervous about it because this was a 32-year-old, not a 36 or 38-year-old. This was a 32-year-old who had made 5 straight Pro Bowls, a la Shannon Sharpe on the trade block. 3 straight years has been voted captain of this football, or a captain of this football team, widely acknowledged as a locker room presence and force, and you can't replace that.
One of the better guards in the National Football League.
I get that. So how can I justify that trading for a kid who's been a bit of a project, a wide receiver, undrafted wide receiver turned tight end, Tim Wright, caught 54 balls for Tampa last year. I hope for their sake he can become kind of a poor man's Aaron Hernandez. They did get a 4th rounder on top of Tim Wright. But still, is that enough for Logan Mankins when I'm all about, as far as selfishly sitting here, I'm about win now, win this Super Bowl, not the next one or the next one because you helped your salary cap. And it was also reported widely that he was asked to take pay cuts, about, what, $6.5 million down to $4 million?
2.5, as I said.
Fine, that's fine.
Okay,
I get it, because you're going to have to pay Revis, and you're going to have to pay McCourty and Solder and others who are going to come due here pretty soon. I get all that, but that's looking 2, 3, 4 years down the road.
Yeah.
But in this case, I can't justify it on its surface unless, as I said yesterday, Bill Belichick knows something we don't know about the declining play or performance of Logan Mankins, who I still believe is one of the top guards, but maybe He did miss a 4th down block in that Denver AFC Championship game that they lost, obviously, at Denver. I don't know, did that have something to do with it? Was it just about the money? Because it seems like you're cutting off your nose to spite your face a little bit if you're looking at long-term cap versus pay me, it's pay me now, pay me later.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want them to pay now because I would like to see them go win the Super Bowl.
Well, with Coach Belichick, you got to ride with him. You got to trust him. Now, he traded Logan Mankins. He didn't trade Tom Brady. That's the engine that makes everything go.
Thank you.
So let's not get carried away. I understand that Logan Mankins is a 6-time Pro Bowler, went to 5 consecutive Pro Bowls. But Tom Brady, Coach Belichick believes in Tom Brady. He believes in his system. He believes in his coaches that we can get these guys to do what we need to do. And when you really think about it, there's only one challenger in the AFC. That's the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
So let's not kid ourselves.
Speaking of that.
So, yeah, and quickly, let me ask you this. Yes. You said something about maybe Brady and Belichick, rather, knows something we don't know. You think Logan has 1 or 2 seasons left? That's what's being reported. He doesn't have that much left in him, and you think maybe might have a little more.
Maybe, but even, like, again, I'm being self-serving here. Even if he has 1 really good season left, that's all I really care about right now. So I care about winning now because I think they are poised, as we're about to debate, to win this year's Super Bowl, or at least get to this year's Super Bowl.
The only thing, Kerry, is that when players all of a sudden, they don't perform to the level that we think, the organization wants the players to take a pay cut.
Yes.
Well, I think the NFL broadcast partners, when the teams miss the playoffs, like your Cowboys, they need to give about $300 million back of that $7 billion TV
They're not mine anymore.
They're not yours? You're done?
I'm out.
Glitz and glamour.